Over 100 million units produced. Found in over 100 countries. The most widely manufactured weapon in human history. But have you ever wondered how a single rifle design from 1947 became the most recognized firearm on the planet? Today, we're taking you inside the production line, where raw steel transforms into the legendary AK-47. From the first hammer strike to the final test fire, you'll see every single step of this fascinating process. And stick around until the end, because we'll reveal the one secret test that every AK-47 must pass before it can leave the factory. A test so extreme, it would destroy most other rifles. Let's dive into the factory floor. The heart of every AK-47 begins not as a weapon, but as a simple, flat sheet of steel. This isn't just any steel. It's specially selected medium carbon steel, typically graded between 1018 and 1045. The sheet arrives at the factory in large rolls, each weighing several hundred pounds. The first station is the stamping press. Here's where Soviet engineering genius truly shines. Unlike Western rifles that required expensive milling operations, Mikhail Kalashnikov designed the AK to use stamped sheet metal. A process that's faster, cheaper, and perfect for mass production. The hydraulic press slams down with over 200 tons of force, cutting the basic receiver shape from the steel sheet in less than 3 seconds. But cutting is just the beginning. The flat receiver blank now moves to the bending station. A series of precisely calibrated dies fold the metal into its characteristic U shape. Watch closely. This process requires 4 separate bending operations. First, the sides are raised. Then the magazine well is formed. The front and rear trunnion areas are shaped. Finally, the ejection port is created. Now comes one of the most critical operations: heat treatment. The formed receiver enters a massive industrial furnace where temperatures reach 1,600 degrees Fahrenheit. The steel glows bright orange as its molecular structure transforms. This process, called annealing, makes the metal tough enough to withstand thousands of rounds of ammunition, yet flexible enough not to crack under stress. After heating comes quenching. The receiver is rapidly cooled in a specialized oil bath. The temperature drop happens in seconds, locking in the desired material properties. But we're not done yet with the receiver. Stay with me, because the barrel manufacturing process coming up next is even more impressive. While the receiver gives the AK its shape, the barrel gives it accuracy. And creating an AK barrel is a masterclass in precision engineering hidden beneath a reputation for simplicity. It starts with a solid steel rod, typically chrome molybdenum alloy steel. This rod is approximately 18 inches long and 1.5 inches in diameter, much larger than the final barrel will be. The first operation is called gun drilling. A specialized deep hole drill bores straight through the center of the steel rod. This isn't your hardware store drill bit. It's a single flute cutting tool that can drill perfectly straight holes over 3 feet deep if needed. Once the hole is drilled, the barrel blank moves to the reaming station. Here, multiple cutting passes gradually enlarge and smooth the bore to its final diameter of 7.62 millimeters. The tolerance here is measured in thousandths of an inch. Too loose, and the bullet won't seal properly. Too tight, and pressure could become dangerous. Now comes the signature of any quality rifle barrel: rifling. The AK-47 uses a right-hand twist with 4 grooves that complete 1 full rotation every 9.45 inches. There are several methods to create rifling, but many AK factories use button rifling. A hardened steel mandrel, slightly larger than the bore, is forced through the barrel under immense pressure. This mandrel has the inverse pattern of the rifling, and as it's pushed through, it cold forms the grooves into the barrel's interior. The barrel then receives a chrome lining, a crucial feature that makes the AK famous for durability. Through an electroplating process, A thin layer of chromium is deposited inside the bore. This chrome lining prevents corrosion and dramatically extends barrel life. An AK barrel can fire 15,000 to 20,000 rounds before accuracy degrades significantly. External machining follows. The barrel is turned on a lathe to its final external profile. The chamber is cut and reamed to specification, and the front sight base is pinned and pressed into place. But before any barrel makes it to final assembly, it must pass a magnetic particle inspection to detect any microscopic cracks or flaws. The bolt and gas system are equally fascinating, and that extreme final test I mentioned, we're getting closer to that revelation. The receiver, barrel, gas system, and bolt now converge at the final assembly line. This is where skilled technicians transform individual components into a complete rifle. The barrel is pressed into the front trunnion with hydraulic force, then pinned in place. The rear trunnion is riveted into the receiver. These rivets aren't decorative. They're structural fasteners that hold the entire rifle together. A proper rivet installation requires precise force. Too little, and the rivet is loose. Too much, and you deform the receiver. The trigger assembly is inserted as a complete unit. The AK's trigger mechanism is refreshingly simple. Compared to Western rifles, a hammer, trigger, disconnector, and a few springs. This simplicity means fewer parts to break and easier field maintenance. The wooden furniture, from flat steel to battlefield legend, the AK-47 production process is a testament to engineering philosophy. Simplicity, durability, and effectiveness over complexity. Over 100 million units. Over 70 years of continuous production. One rifle design that changed modern warfare forever. If you found this fascinating, hit that subscribe button. We're taking you inside more legendary factories and revealing the secrets behind the world's most iconic machines. What weapon or machine should we explore next? Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.